The world of Alurin, a land promising adventure, treasure, and glory at every turn for all the many, many heroes that inhabit it. From the far reaches of the frozen fjords to the sweltering jungles of Ishtka, opportunity awaits for all those brave enough to seek it. And, wait, who are you?
However, we are not the heroes of this tale, so welcome to the party in Peril Villains Campaign.
Yeah, that trucker voice was funny.
Craigle.
It's like, where are you getting this dialect? Like, where?
He started out like I was just trying to do it.
Where on this island?
I was trying to just do a deep voice, and at first, for a split second, it was kind of a deep British voice. Then it turned into deep trucker.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, whatever.
Country.
I'm just gonna lean into it. Finally, breaking the tree line, you see a dirt path traveling up into a set of small hills decorated with broken structures of old weathered stone. Crumbling stairways lead you up to a plateau that allows you to look down into a small valley of ruins in 3 large sections, 2 L-shaped structures to your left and right, and what appears to be the remains of a raised stone altar perfectly between the two. Everything is overgrown with trees, plants, and grasses of various kinds, some obscuring view of some of the finer details of the remains. The smell of mold and moss is powerful here, although the place seems fairly dry.
And we don't know what type of monster we're looking for, just some creature.
Right. The only thing that you know is Craggle basically told you that he knows that there's been some strange stuff has been seen up here, or at least he's heard about some really strange things over here, like stuff that doesn't belong.
This monster is a ghost.
Dangerous ruins. I vote we put a trap out and go explore the ruins for anything cool.
If we set the trap, what will we put in it, and what are we trying to trap?
I believe with our capabilities, we shall be able to scour this ruin. Len, use your wings and look above. See if there's any monstrous birds.
So I'm looking for... just kind of looking for anything in the sky?
You want to fly somewhere and look around? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, sure.
There's kind of like the L shape at the bottom left and an L shape at the top right. There's like this middle part.
I'm going to explore the stuff in the middle.
You want to explore in the middle here?
Yeah.
Okay. What exactly do you want to look for while you're up here? So let's say you're flying around up here. Are you looking down somewhere in any particular direction? Are you kind of scouting the skies? What are you looking for?
Len ends up looking down into the ruins, trying to find anything interesting that catches her eye.
Okay, so you're looking down and you're looking specifically in like where you are right now, or?
Yeah, she didn't listen to Lilith and has decided just to look for treasure.
Okay. Let's see.
Your own motive.
Well, one thing that you'll notice while you're there is that there's a bunch of like what at first you thought was just crumbled rock right beneath you. You're noticing right now that it's actually, you're seeing 2 different colors. So like there is this large stone slab literally right beneath you, right in the middle of this kind of altar. But to the side of that is a bunch of crumbled stone, and that's a lot smoother and lighter. And you realize from some of the chunks and pieces of it that that's actually the remains of like a statue of like some kind of snake type being, kind of like Lilith's people. So it kind of looks like maybe that statue had been in that place at one point and for whatever reason was crushed and moved out of there, and this stone slab is now in this place. And that is at the moment the only thing that you've noticed so far from right there.
Okay.
But no treasure if that's what you're looking for. You haven't noticed any treasure there.
All right, then Len gets bored and decides that there's nothing useful here. So she decides to fly to one of the L's she decides to scan the skies instead, like Lilith originally told her to.
You can see that to your northeast, there's a group of crows around a tree, a series of trees, and they seem to be like really pecking at something, but you can't quite make out what it is, but they're definitely paying attention to something over there.
I go in for a closer look without the crows noticing.
Do you want to do a stealth then?
Yeah, I'll do a stealth.
Okay, do a stealth.
19.
The crows don't notice you. And you can just barely make out there's the remains of a corpse right there, like kind of partly sticking out from some brush, but without getting in there a bit closer, you can't really tell like where exactly it's coming from. You can just kind of see like an arm sort of sticking out from the brush and everything.
Okay, so she flies back to the group. Hey, guys, does the monster have to be alive?
Ideally, unless it is a spirit or if it's ghost that we can capture.
Well, it's a corpse.
The Queevil did say capture, and I'm pretty sure you don't capture dead things so much as haul them around.
A decomposing creature is not quite scary, unfortunately.
All right, well, there's not much else out there. There's a bunch of crows.
Everyone step back. Let Wazlow handle this. He has animal handling skills. He can take care of it. I walk over to the is it just like an altar right there in the middle?
Yeah, it's like an altar with a big like kind of stone tablet there.
All right, so I'm walking over to it and I'm just like shouting in the air like, creatures, listen to Wazlow. Come out wherever you are. Those are my animal handling skills. That's what I got.
Can you roll animal handling for me?
14.
Does he have any additional?
Wazlow, have you sacrificed yourself as bait?
He does this. Nah, again.
What's
Here goes again.
What is your passive perception?
13.
13. So as you're standing there yelling at this stone slab, just for whatever reason,
I'm yelling into the air, just yelling around the ruins.
You notice that the area beneath the stone slab is very scratched up and eroded, but only on one side.
Okay. Everyone, come take a look at this. There are scratches all over this altar, meaning there may have been a creature nearby at some point, at some time.
Very perceptive of you.
Yeah, that, I did see this. I didn't see the scratches, though.
My investigation is a 0. Does anyone have like a higher one just in case?
I have a +1.
I have a -1.
So Len investigates the scratches. Ends up being 10.
You notice that it's actually like a pattern, so it doesn't look like it's actually made by claw marks. It looks like it's actually a pattern made by the slab that's on this altar itself. So like maybe it's been moved or something, and it must have been moved several times for it to have eroded the floor of that altar so much.
Hey, guys, I think this opens. I can't move the slab. Lilith?
If this ruin is built like my family's temple, I'm sure there's a reason they are hiding something here.
As far as I know, people hide valuables, so what's under there must be valuable.
I'm with Wazlow.
Please open this.
Is there anything I can roll for in order to find, to solve the puzzle? What would I roll for?
This one is going to be like, you don't see really that there's any easy way to do this. Like it doesn't look like there's any trick to it. This looks like it might be just based on like those scratches and stuff from there, that it might be just a feat of brute strength. And judging by how it feels, this honestly might take all three of you to try to do. What we'll try here is we'll have all three of you do a strength check, and I'm going to take the average of that you guys get and see if that meets the requirement. And if it does, you'll go in, If not, then the slab won't budge.
Got 4.
Boo, I got 4 also.
I got 14.
So all of you get on one side and like you start pushing the slab as hard as you can, just shoving and shoving, and like you feel it move a little bit. And then when you back away, you realize that you pushed the wrong side a little bit, and that took like all of your strength, and you realize that this thing ain't moving. You guys might have to try and see if there's another way.
Hey, Wazzle, you got any kind of a spell that can explode this rock?
Are we saying we can't even move this rock? Come on! Like I'm getting Wazzle's getting furious, and he's just, you can see kind of like flames kind of starting up in his hands a little bit, and he backs up and just tries to fire at it.
Okay, so you're gonna use Firebolt. There's no way for that thing to dodge because it's a rock. So we're just gonna say that the AC on that rock is 0. We're gonna see like what is the total damage that you can do?
1d10.
Okay,
fire damage.
It's gonna depend on how much damage you do.
Now I accidentally rolled a dice, and now I can't get it off my screen. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Wazzle backs up and just points his finger at it, and is like, Wazzle cast Firebolt, and shoots at it, and like he has a commanding voice toward it, like it's gonna do a huge amount. I did a 5.
The firebolt like leaves your hand as you're really angry, and it hits the side of that slab, and you hear this like explosion, and some smoke comes off, and you hear some rock and debris fall to the ground and stuff, and you see that you put a little golf ball sized hole in it.
Yes, Wazlo, we see.
I look around. Len looks around using her skill to see if there's anything else in the area that could possibly open this thing.
That could open it.
Or get in there.
The only other stuff you see around, there are some like fallen logs, there's some like other rocks, things like that.
Is there a way to get underground?
You'd have to do some exploring to figure that out.
All right, I would like to do that. Do I need to roll at all for that?
You just tell me like where on the map would you like to look around, and then if you tell me if there's a certain location you want to look.
I think closest to the tree, the
Like-
tree trunk that's like coming up in the
Here?
south. Yep.
So you want to look down here. What's your?
Like, is that a tree root coming out of the ground?
It's like a dead tree that's kind of fallen from the raised area here and fallen towards the altar.
Okay. I'd like to investigate if it punctured a hole, and by any chance.
Okay. Go ahead and do your investigation.
Okay, so 7 plus 0 equals 7.
No, you don't. It doesn't look like it's cracked anything. It looks like it just slammed against the side of the altar and then just kind of like careened off of it. So it didn't like hit hard enough to break anything there.
I go to look at the area where Lilith is, except more in that little to the bottom left where the bush is, to see if that's hiding anything.
Sure, do a dexterity saving throw for me.
16.
A snake appeared. But it tried to strike you, but you were able to dodge out of the way.
Is it an ancestor of mine?
I mean, I don't know. You might have to ask that snake.
Is this like a goofy Pluto situation?
It might be.
So
And
the snake comes out. So Len, of course, jumps back and yells out, "Hey guys, could you use some help with Lilith? Is this your cousin?"
I slither towards her and speak in my native tongue.
Are you gonna try to talk to the snake?
Yes, I'd like to talk to.
Do you have like animal handling?
Animal handling +3.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so I do.
Try that. Yeah.
All right, so let's roll for that.
We're just going to use that as like you being able to talk to snakes since you're a snake influenced person.
All right, so I received a 9.
So the snake's like,
Hey, what's up, bro? How's it going?
Hello, cousin. We are here exploring and for a monster.
Oh, monster.
Do you know of such creature?
Yeah, this big old fucking fly came at me out of nowhere.
My friend.
Yeah, what's up? What's happening? What's going on? What kind of monster are you looking for, bruh?
We are looking for a monster to offer a position in our dungeon. Should it choose to be its very own boss, it will be able to torture other souls, and we will be able to release him of this ruin here. We even have a break room.
Oh shit, that sounds badass, bro. Okay, but you're probably not gonna find a monster up here. They hide downstairs, man. You gotta go down there.
Where is this entrance you speak of?
Well, have you tried moving that big old stone?
We have, but it seems to be a little heavy for all three of us, unless you know a better way.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely a back entrance. Know what I'm saying?
And the snake winks at you.
Well, yeah, no joke though. There's definitely a back way in.
And where is this anus cavity?
So direct. Where is this gaping asshole?
It's it's over there in that back corner somewhere. But last dude that went that way, he tried to come back out. He sure as fuck didn't make it. In fact, those crows are picking him off as we speak. I'll try your luck over there. I've seen someone come in and out of there before.
Would you be a good host and direct us?
Well, I mean, I don't want to get eaten by those crows, so I'm gonna pass on that shit. But you'll figure it out, man.
Since we can't understand, Lynn and I can't understand the snake language.
Oh, true.
You have no idea what he's saying.
It's a good point.
No, they're just hissing back and forth. So I'm just
hearing.
Hey, does it need to be fire bolted? Just nod yes or no.
Thank you, my sweet cousin. Is there anything else that we shall know before entering said exit?
Nah, man. I think you're good. You got any mice? You got any spare mice or anything? Laying around? I could use a mouse. Or I don't know, maybe give me that winged thing you guys got floating around over there with you guys. The one that woke me up from my bush nap. That would be pretty sweet.
He's looking at me. Why is he looking at me?
He flickers his tongue.
I can get you one of those crows.
Oh, yeah, you stab that crow and bring it over here, man. I'll gobble that shit right up. Yeah, hook me up with one of those later. Is that cool?
Absolutely.
All right.
When we return, what can you tell us of this monster? How large are we talking about? Have you seen it?
Oh,
yourself?
no, but all I know is I've heard some people go down there and then I just trust me, man, you're gonna hear them, you'll hear some screams and shit. People that go down there, they don't come back most of the time. Every once in a while, someone will come back with some shiny shit, but they're usually bleeding and stuff when they come back. So there's some crazy ass shit going down there.
We shall do our best to return, and for your compensation, we shall thank you with our flying friend.
Wait, the bird or the little fly thing?
The fowl,
dang.
the black bird.
Okay, that's all right, I guess. Okay, that's cool. All right, I'm gonna go back in my bush. Peace.
The snake in the bush.
Children, gather round.
What did he say?
He has expressed that there is an entrance from the rear, and we shall enter it.
Wink.
And as we enter, we shall expect some screams. He did not let us know of how large our creature shall be, but when we return, shall we make it, we shall thank him
with a black bird. Len, you have been saved again.
Well, wait, what? What does that mean?
Never you mind, shall we, children?
So do we go over to the...
You want to go up to where the crows
Yes.
are? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you walk over up towards the back of the ruins, kind of towards the north west, where Lynn saw that corpse before. And now that you're paying a little bit closer attention to it, you can kind of see that it looks like when the corpse it kind of looks like maybe it was the corpse of a human. It's kind of hard to tell. It could have been an elf. It's pretty picked apart at this point. But it looks like with one of its arms outstretched that maybe it had been like trying to crawl its way forward when it was finally killed.
So this guy looks like I would go where he was coming from, because the dead body has to be running away from something.
I say we explore his body in case there are any tools that we might need that he was unable to use for his monster.
Go ahead and roll your investigation.
12.
So you don't see like any belongings or anything with it, but you can tell by looking, investigating at this body that it was definitely crawling away from something. And you can see from some score marks in the bone, like in his like rib cage and stuff like that, indicate that whatever weapon was used to pierce its body, probably for the killing blow, came from the direction of the bushes that it's crawling out from. So peeking towards that direction, you can kind of see the foot of the corpse looks like it's dangling down into some kind of hole. So like looking back towards that direction and parting some of the bushes, you guys now see a hole.
Ah.
Oh.
You can also see that there is a piece of something near the edge of the hole, and looking at that, you can see that it is definitely some sort of claw, but of what you're not really sure.
I'll go ahead and take a look and use my scouting skills to see if there are traps.
How big is this hole?
Oh, it's a big old anus. It's like after I eat a Chipotle burrito size. It's big enough for like it's just big enough for, let's say, like a full size human or dwarf or anything like that to go down one by one. So it's not huge. Like it is definitely like a one of you at a time can go down.
Is it like stairs or a ladder?
No, it is just a straight up hole.
Just a drop?
Yeah, it's a drop.
Ah, yes, that makes sense that I would.
Okay, so Lynn's gonna go down by herself first.
Guys, only one of us can fly. I'll look for stairs.
We shall wait for you out here.
Lynn pops down the hole, like flying down a little bit, and it's about 10 feet down. And when you get down there, it's fairly dark because of your dark vision. You can see, about 30 feet kind of like in the distance or so. But when you plop right down at first, like that's as basically as far as you can see, and you're still kind of looking into darkness, like you aren't able to make out anything just yet. But you can tell that you're definitely in some sort of like underground like cave.
I fly back. So I don't see any traps or anything.
No.
Okay. So safe enough. I go back up. Hey, I don't think there's any traps, but we need to get away for you guys to get away down there. Like I could do a rope because I've got rope.
Rope sounds like a good idea to Wazlo.
Sure. Help us down.
I think, if she gives us the rope, we could probably tie it out from a little branch from the bush area and then just kind of like slide our way down.
I'll say for a rope, just descending down, let's probably just do like an acrobatics check real quick to see how you guys like land that and make sure you get all the way down safely.
11.
9.
You all get down into the cave safely.
Here, guys. This could help. It's pretty dark down here, but I've got a couple candles.
I think I have night vision. Yeah, my dark vision is 60 feet, so I am good.
Yeah, I have dark vision also.
Yeah.
We can see. Okay, so we don't need the...
Okay, so I am slithering across. Len, is she flying or is she on my shoulder?
I just kind of settling.
Is anyone crawling on top of me?
I'm just sitting on your shoulder.
You're sitting on her shoulder.
Cool.
Okay.
Wazlo will bring in the rear. Wink.
Are you going to be on my tail then?
I'll be grabbing onto the end of your tail.
All right, so we are going through the intestine.
Okay, yeah. I guess it is just an anus now.
Wandering along the path, going farther and farther down to this cave, and you're coming up onto this drop where you can kind of see like below you, there's a good like 20-foot drop or so into a large like pool of water with some stones and things like that that you can make out down there. Now you can't see all of what's below you, so you can't tell like how big this pool of water is right there from where you're at. You can just basically see that it exists. Now there's a little bit of path to your immediate left that you can move across, but it is a little bit narrow there, like maybe about 3 feet.
Shall we go down or down towards our right in that little 3 feet? Suck it in.
Yeah.
I'll let you slither across, and I'll go ahead and fly. I'll just fly across so that way you don't have to have my weight.
Okay, so you guys move past. You're moving along.
Do we see the bubbles that are in the...
It's a very good question. Yes, you do see some bubbles.
Is it steaming because of the bubbles? Like, is there steam coming from it, or
you're too high above right now to figure out why there's bubbles there? But you can just see that there is some bubbles in the water, but no, you're not really sure why they're there.
Does the air feel cold or warm?
So it's cool. It's not like super cold. Like it's definitely not freezing or anything, but it's cool. It's cooler than Lilith definitely would appreciate.
Okay, so I think the water is also cold.
Children, I believe our creature might be a water creature, and he breathes below the water.
I give up. No way to get down there.
I could take a closer look.
As you may, Len.
I fly to kind of off to the side of where the bubbles are coming from, so I'm not directly above it, but I get closer just to see if I can tell what it's coming from.
Like, do you want to land on like one of the rocks over here or something?
Sure.
Are you wanting to examine the bubbles themselves, or?
Yes.
Okay. So as you look down to kind of peer into the water and examine the bubbles, roll initiative, friends.
So 6.
I got a 23.
I got a 21.
Some troglodytes have jumped out of the water, and you can immediately see, Len, like right where you were looking, one has plopped out of the water right in front of you, another one kind of like a little bit to your north. But you also hear another splash off in the distance somewhere behind you, and you can hear another creature somewhere off in the distance. So you've heard 4 total, but right now where you guys are at, you can only see 2 of them.
Well, guys, there's something down here.
So Lilith, right now you are up a little bit. So like you're up on this raised area, and you were probably about 20 feet away from this guy right here, and you're up probably about 5 feet. So a total of about 25 feet away from this first trog, but your back is to him.
Len already yelled out that she hears and possibly sees something. So I'd like to turn around. I am trying to decipher if we are in danger.
I would say so.
They don't look very...
It looks like, yes.
They don't look very friendly, and they have pitchforks.
Len.
For a villain, you're delaying a lot before just... I would have just firebolted.
All right. I will grab my dart. It's got a 20 to 60 foot range. So I would like to throw it to the creature closest to me. 9. Does that hit?
That wouldn't hit, but I didn't mention that this trog does not know you're there at the moment because you are up above him. You and Wazlow both would have advantage right now, so you can roll a second time and see if you can hit him.
Okay. That is 23.
That does hit for sure.
Nice.
Okay, and now here's my damage. I got to roll a d4 plus 3. That is 7.
That trog is bloodied.
Ooh, that's a good dart.
Did you want to do anything else on your turn aside from attack?
I will move south. 40 feet walking, yeah, speed.
40? Okay, Wazlow is up next. And Wazlow, you have advantage right now on either of these two.
How far down is that pit? Like, how far down are they from... If I were to stand on the edge of that cliff.
This edge right here is not far. Like up here, it was like 20 feet, but this like slopes. So right here, it's only like a 5 foot drop.
Let me walk over to where I can see him clearly Well, he sneaks up there, tries to sneak a little bit to the edge of the cliff just so he's not hurt, and is just like, firebolt, and just like points his finger out and shoots it. That's 15.
That hits.
So 4 fire damage.
Okay, he's still alive, but he's very crispy. So 2 of the trogs are kind of still well hidden, and they're just kind of gonna stay where they are. But this one is gonna move a little bit and just reposition himself a little bit to get ready. This one's very hurt, so he's gonna try to peace out a little bit and try to move across.
Wait, can't I do something as someone's trying to run away?
Yes, you can, and I'm so proud of you. You get an opportunity attack.
I do.
Roll and see if you can hit him. It's basically a free attack that you get.
3. Dang it.
No, you could have had him. So they used their moves to kind of run and regroup a little bit. So it is now your turn, though, Len.
So I'm first going to fly back up to the ledge so that I'm by Waslow. Waslow. Hey, guys, are we supposed to capture one of these alive? Maybe on one of our next turns we should throw that iron thing.
We're just weakening them. We will make sure they will not be deceased. Besides, there are 2.
Laszlo's just trying to survive.
I think there might be more, because I heard more than 2, but, well, if we're just trying to weaken them, do I have enough fly and moves to fly over to one, swipe at it, and then fly back?
You moved 30 feet already, so no, you wouldn't be able to get back over there again.
What if I poured water in there and set it on fire? Or oil in the water and set it on fire?
Do you want to dump a little fire on one of these rocks?
I have 4 pounds of oil, and I have
4 pounds of oil.
Dang,
Good God!
You
all
carrying
right.
all that shit?
Apparently my weight capacity is 129.
Well, that feels pretty broken. We might have to revisit
It's
that
like an
later.
ant.
We'll revisit that a little later, but for now we just won't worry about weight encumbrance for this session.
This 1 foot tall pixie
Good
weighing
God.
140
Your crazy
pounds.
ant strength.
Yeah.
129. No. So do I have enough oil with my 4 pounds of oil?
I mean, you're not going to be able to control the fire, but it will set some fire in there that may or may not benefit you during this battle.
Hey guys, I have the chance to set this whole thing on fire. Should I do it?
Can I make suggestions, like, when it's not my turn?
If she's open to it.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Laszlo can maybe use his mage hand and carry that oil over to them and splash it on them. Instead of just lighting the water on fire, we could light them on fire.
Oh, like Kamehameha style.
No, but you and your foreign words. Oh, you.
No, that's a better idea, because I don't think I want to get very close to those guys. So here, I give Laszlo the jug.
Laszlo, you now have a jug of oil.
Sweet.
It's Lilith's turn.
I guess I will move closer. So I want to get closer to, I guess, what looks like a shore. Maybe like it's starting to get shallow there.
Be moving about like 25 feet. So you can still see a little
Now
bit.
I can see.
Some of them. Yeah.
Okay, I would like to throw a dart again towards the one closest to me. So let's see if I hit.
The guy on the rock.
23.
That hits.
That hits. My D4. Let's see for how much. 4.
He croaks at you like. He's mad at you. He's mad.
All right, so I'm taunting him.
Okay.
Get him closer.
Waslow, it's your turn now.
I have the oil jug, but if I'm thinking about it, I think they'd both probably be out of range of that right now.
You're just barely short. It's like 35 feet.
So I'm going to hold on to that for the time being, but Firebolt has a reach of 120 feet, so that's fine.
Dang.
So I will take another pot shot at the one who's already bloodied. That didn't go as well. 9? Does a 9 hit?
It does not hit the troglodyte you're aiming for, but it does strike the cavern wall behind you, and it catches like a little bit of like tree root there and leaves a little bit of fire there.
Hey, there's more light.
Laszlo meant to do that.
So it is the turn of these troglodytes. One of them that is up here in the top, he is going to use his turn to actually hop down into the water and join his buddies. Troglo number 2 is going to, now that his friends are here, he's like, man, I've got like this new lease on life. I feel pretty encouraged. He's gonna move up a little bit. The other Trogs are also gonna get into a position to try to finally do some battle. So one's gonna get right up on Lilith. Is gonna use an ability called Stench. You need to make a Constitution saving throw. What you need to beat is 12. Otherwise, you're gonna be poisoned.
I'm my immunity.
She's immune to poison.
Yeah.
Oh dang! All right. So like, okay. So this is what happens. You're immune to poison. So this troglodyte runs up to you, and just like farts really loud and looks so goddamn smug about it, and is like waiting for you to react, and you don't do a thing, and he just looks really disappointed.
Yeah, I just picture you going like.
No. I live with Wazlo. Please.
Hey.
I want it to be canon that the reason it doesn't affect her is because of Wazlo.
Yeah.
It's like because she's so used to Wazlo smelling so bad that's why. It's not because she's a snake person.
Yeah.
It's because she's so used to him smelling bad that it just doesn't.
You're trying to hurt me? I live with Wazlo.
It is Len's turn.
How far am I from the one in the back corner?
35-ish feet.
So I'm going to try to attack the one who is currently focused on Lilith, and I'm going to use a sneak attack.
Okay, yeah, you
I'm
can
at
do
advantage.
That. Yes, because he's within 5 feet of Lilith, you can use your sneak attack.
18.
Yep.
Okay.
That hits.
And then 11.
That hits.
Okay, 16. So then 1d6 plus the damage to each of them, or just one?
Yeah, you roll your damage for both of those attacks, and then you roll an extra d6 for your sneak attack.
Okay.
But just you only rolled sneak attack damage the one time.
The one time. Okay.
Yes.
So I've got 1d4 plus 3. So 4, 8, and then a 1d6, 3. So 11.
You skewered that thing. It is dead.
Okay, can I narrate it?
Yes. How do you kill this troglodyte?
So Len jumps up and flies towards this creature. How dare you try to attack Lilith? You're an idiot, so you're just gonna die for that anyway. So then she comes and she swipes out with the one dagger, and she swipes with both of them, and just right across the neck, just slits it, and then comes and lands next to Lilith and starts laughing.
Yikes, it's fucked up. All right.
Wazlo has that look on his face, like a little disturbed, like eyes wide open, just like head kind of tilted back, like, ugh.
Like, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. Don't want to make her mad.
It is now Lilith's turn.
So the creature closest to me is definitely closer, within 60 feet.
Well, what about the one who's closer to me? I think he's the really hurt one.
Is that
Does it make a
correct?
difference?
Oh, yeah. I guess I don't know if it would make a difference.
I don't
really.
think it makes a difference. No, they're not Pokemon.
Yeah, it's true. I'm thinking Pokemon logic.
You
Catch
don't
it.
need to, like,
Gotta catch 'em
name
all.
them to catch them.
raspberry
We just need to
to
catch
feed them.
one.
Here, use my Master Ball. Okay, let's go.
All right. So I would like to use my action in throwing the Iron Band of Binding for the creature closest to me.
Okay, so you do a d20, add your dex modifier, and then add your proficiency bonus.
12.
He fails.
Oh, so now he's
All
locked
right.
up for 24 hours.
So you have captured this
The
guy.
Bands of Binding. All right.
We got to watch the ball wiggle around a little bit, and we were nervous on that last wiggle. It was going to jump out.
And then it goes still.
Yeah.
Ching! And we knew he was ours. Can we name him Steven?
I guess we'll have to tell that lizard guy that his thing worked.
And I guess we have to pretend we're his friends now.
I never signed up for that.
Wazlo.
I'm wondering if because I want to try my poison spray, but I don't know if these things might be resistant to it. And I guess I wouldn't have any way of knowing.
I would say
Nature, maybe?
do a
connection.
nature. Yeah, do a nature check and just see if like you happen to know anything about this type of creature.
Okay. 8.
This looks like some sort of frogish thing. I don't know.
I'm just gonna do it then. Actually, no, this is the hurt one. I'm just gonna fireball him. or firebolt him. So I step back and I'm just like, firebolt, and let me do my thing, and I miss because I got a 8.
Oh my God, Joseph.
It started so well. I blew my nat 20 on a stupid initiative roll.
We're gonna say the other flame by this point from your other firebolt had gone out, that had blown up, and then now you've got a new flame where your other one missed, illuminating another part of it.
I'm just lighting the room.
Just different places, yes.
And then let me move back 3 squares, please.
Okay.
Just away from him,
So
out
you're
of
over
fear,
here.
now that I've missed.
Fireball
Yeah.
misses, runs away.
Wazlow out.
Okay, this one's going to get up on Lynn. He's going to try his stench on Lynn. I want you to do a Constitution saving throw.
3.
All right, this trog farts right in your face, and like you are like gasping. You now have the poisoned condition until the next turn. Okay, that just means that you now are disadvantaged on attack and ability checks for the moment. Lilith's turn.
Children, I already captured one. Let's escape.
So I'm planning to get the fuck out. I want to at least get close enough to get people on my person, so we can all go move together.
Wazlow, your turn.
Can I mage hand the pixie? She seems small enough. How much do you weigh?
Question.
Not much. She's only a foot tall.
Do you weigh less than 10 pounds? Or 10 pounds or
yeah.
less?
Probably about 10 pounds or so. Yeah.
If we're escaping, then this... Oh, dang it. Mage hand doesn't reach that
Yeah,
far.
that's really far.
All right, well, let me throw a firebolt at the one that's nearly dead again. 16.
That hits.
All right, I step back from the depths of the underworld. I summon a fire to purge this creature from the earth. And I point my finger and just blast. I hit him for 9 damage, and that should finish him off.
He gone.
You gone.
Nice.
Lynn, your turn.
Well, I'm going to fly to where we are fleeing, but before I get to them, I'm going to swing at dude here. Since he's focused on Wazlow.
Yeah, 'cause you guys are, based on where you guys are now, you're now flanking him. So that means you're technically at advantage.
True.
I'm just going to do a bonus action too. She is pissed at this thing.
2 attacks.
The first one doesn't hit. It's a 6.
That does not hit. That one
The
hits.
other one is a 19.
Okay, that one hits.
So I do 7.
So you do 7 damage to him, and he is now bloodied,
Okay, so
and he knows where you are.
then I move 20 feet to get past Wazlow and
If
Lilith.
you do that, he's going to get an opportunity attack on you. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, that's right. I move north then, like not past him, but like out of his range.
No, that's fair. You're not moving through, you're moving away.
So Len is extremely pissed and she doesn't want to just fly away and like escape this whole situation. So she flies up and she swings with both of her daggers in the 2 hands. The first one misses, but the second one manages to clip him right on the shoulder to where he is now bleeding profusely. And she just goes over and lands on the other side and waits for the next step. Finish him off, Lilith.
Look, you made him bleed. Okay, so it is Lilith's turn.
I'm 10 feet away.
Yeah.
I would like to move at least 5 feet in reach to strike him. So 19, does that hit him?
Yes, absolutely hits.
Let me roll for the damage of the short sword then.
Dang.
Which is 6 plus 3, that is a 9.
He's dead. Like,
No follow-up necessary.
nah, he's dead. Like, how do you end this poor troglodyte's life?
Okay, so with my short sword, then I just kind of like go straight in from the jugular, kind of like lifting up, and his head is already like attached to my short sword, and it decapitates him. Yeah,
Dang.
basically.
Nice one, Lilith.
Oh no.
Battle won, friends.
Len
you have
is
defeated-
delighted.
You have captured one troglodyte who is now like, "Blah." and you murdered his family right in front of him. So there you go.
What happened to the third one? Like, I know we fireballed one of them to death. That one just got decapitated. I thought there was a fourth one.
I think Rochelle killed one of them.
I did.
Yeah, Rochelle killed the crap out of one of them.
Oh, okay.
Now we make our way out.
Wait, but what if there's treasure here? They might have been guarding something.
There's no need for that. They are trapped here for a reason. We came for our quest and we have achieved.
But shiny.
There is a mystery box in our future as well.
Laszlo.
Well, you can fly pretty quickly. Why don't you just flutter around and see if you see anything?
Okay. I'm gonna fly over the water.
You fly across the lake, across like over the stones and things like that, which was a lot bigger than you guys originally thought. And there was like a bend that kind of wrapped around a corner, like within the caverns and stuff like that. So among some of the stalactites and stuff was an upraised kind of dais of some piece of cave kind of jutting out from some of the water. And as you suspected, the troglodytes did have a small cache of some treasures and stuff.
Shiny treasure.
She has such a small voice. I can't. Do you hear what she's saying?
She found something shiny.
I'd say, do we still have the rope?
That was only 20 feet, and she had 50 feet of rope.
She had 50 feet of rope?
Yeah.
Who had 50 feet of rope? You
One.
had 50 feet? Dang. Okay. Okay. So now you have 30 feet of rope?
Theoretically, yes.
Okay.
Tie the rope around the treasure. We will pull it out.
Oh, okay, yeah, I could do that. So Len ties a nice knot around the treasure and brings the end of the rope back to the others.
So you'll get about 30 feet out, and now you're going to need to do a strength roll because it is a box full of treasure and you're trying to pull it across the rest of the way on this rope.
Oh, because the rope only goes that far. Guys, I'm out of rope.
Can I like throw Laszlo onto the rock, see if he lands?
Laszlo will remember this.
Well, I am holding on to our prisoner.
You can definitely
That's true.
try if you want to try to throw Laszlo out there somewhere. We'll have you do a strength,
Okay, strength.
like an athletics, and then he will do an acrobatics.
All right, Laszlo. Hope you didn't eat too much.
I like the idea of me not knowing though. Like, yeah.
No.
Oh, now I wish I'd known.
So what happened?
4 total. Where does he land?
Let me acrobatics this.
You do an
see what I can
acrobatic
get.
roll.
I got a 12.
Lilith kind of like motions for you to come over to her.
Uh-huh.
And so you're like, cool. And she just like shoves you and you fall right off the ledge into the water. And that's all you know. That's all that happens to you. And
Basically, all the acrobatics does for me is let me not hit my head on a rock.
yeah, that's basically what happened is you didn't die.
So I will willingly swim over to Lynn, I guess.
So you swim over to the rock where Len is. And I would say like the two of you together, you've got enough strength to pull the treasure to shore.
Do you also have magic to like be able to?
I have Mage Hand. It can lift 10 pounds. And I don't know how much this thing weighs, but I assume it's more than 10 pounds.
You know what? Mage Hand would carry it. Do you want to use Mage Hand?
Yeah, I'll swim back with it, with the Mage Hand kind of carrying it a little bit behind and above the water.
Okay.
Yeah, Len can guide it with her rope.
Oh, yeah, true. She can steer
Yeah.
my Mage Hand.
What's inside the box, Vaso?
Is this one locked or anything?
This box is locked.
Okay, fine. Let me get my thieves' tools. 24.
Yeah, that thing that opens like no one even really sees you like do it. It's almost like you just wished it open. It was so fast. You were so easy.
Laszlo's
that
barely set it down and it just pops open. So I'm just like, ah! I'm expecting a snake to pop out or something.
This is what you guys found inside. You found 30 copper, 8 silver, 2 gold, 10 shines worth of gemstones, 1 potion of climbing, a wand of binding, a leather pouch full of small animal bones, a glass eye, a necklace of prayer beads, 1 rotten fish, and 1 somewhat wet fleece.
Oh.
I call the fleece.
Gem's so pretty.
I called the fish. I am hungry.
As you're collecting your goods and kind of storing that stuff, and we can figure out later how you guys want to
Divide it up.
As you guys are figuring stuff out and getting stuff out of that chest and lining your pockets and stuff, you hear a voice calling out somewhere in the distance, like farther down within the caverns, like in the caves. You hear,
Hey! Is there someone out there? Help! We need help down here! Help us!
Did anybody hear something?
I hear the vibrations amongst the walls.
It could be that Seth guy trying to trick us into being his friend again.
Yeah, let's just get out of here.
Help us!
I guess let's go see what's happening.
But the treasure is
But there could be more treasure.
fine.
We have plenty. Let's follow the voice.
I'm like holding my robe up a little bit because it's now soaking wet.
as you continue on farther down, you come around a bend in the cave. You suddenly see large braziers ahead and the beginnings of some long forgotten underground temple. And ahead and up a small set of stairs is the body of a halfling and a long dark hallway beyond. And the calls of the voice you heard earlier.
They're killing us! Help! They're killing everyone!
Well, guys, we're everyone, so let's not get killed.
We are everyone. I regret this decision.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Party in Peril Villains, a podcast produced by NerdSloth.com. If you had a good time, please just do us one little favor and share this episode, or clip your favorite parts of the episode and share that with any friends, family, or on social media. And don't forget that you can impact our players and give them an edge by giving us a rating on Apple Podcasts, which translates in-game as Peril Points, which they can use to purchase special items, including weapons or gadgets crafted by our NerdSloth Patreon supporters. Many of the sound effects heard in the show were licensed from Sword Coast Soundscapes, so please visit swordcoastsoundscapes.bandcamp.com to hear all of their amazing ambient and background audio productions. And also a huge thank you to Atlas Music for providing the villain's theme song, Drop the Beat, My Lord. You can find even more of his fantastic modern-day fantasy mixes on YouTube or Songtrader. Love y'all, and roll those 20s. Presented by NerdSloth,
a place for lazy nerds.
If you like what you heard, consider donating at patreon.com/nerdsloth so we can continue bringing you quality shows. Be sure to also leave us a review and share your favorite episodes and clips on social media. If you're looking for more content, visit us at nerdsloth.com.